The crosswalk light changes just before I reach it. I don't stop, just adjust my steps without thinking. A bus pulls away from the curb, the sound stretches for a moment, then cuts off clean. No one else follows it. There's a convenience store with the light still on. The door opens, then closes behind someone I don't look at. Inside looks exactly how it should at this hour. A chair near the window is slightly off center, like it was moved and not put back. Nothing else around it feels out of place. My footsteps stay even across the pavement. Some parts sound flatter than others. I notice it once, then stop paying attention. A car passed behind me, not fast, not slow, just enough to shift the air for a second. There's a sign above a small shop, blinking irregularly. Not broken, just not steady. I don't wait to see the pattern. Keys in my hand, pressed together when I move. A short dull sound, then nothing again. The street narrows as I keep going. Less light, fewer windows, but it doesn't feel darker. No one walks past me, no one calls out. Everything stays where it is. I don't check the time, I don't look back, I just follow the same direction I started with. The building comes into view without surprise, like it's been there the whole time, waiting in the same position. The door handle feels colder than expected. I pause for less than a second, then turn it the way I always do. Nothing marks the moment I step inside. It doesn't feel like an ending, just a continuation without the street. I passed the same corner twice without noticing. The sign above the store looks different for a second. My steps slowed down near the curb, not enough to stop, just enough to change the rhythm. A bus stop comes into view. The light above it stays on without flickering. I step under it without checking the route. The bench is empty, slightly worn at the edges. I sit without adjusting my position. The surface feels cooler than expected. A car passes in front, then another. The sound stays for a moment, then clears. There's a map behind the glass, lines crossing each other without order. I look at it once, then again. It doesn't hold long enough to follow. A number is printed near the top. I don't remember it after looking away. The light above hums quietly, steady, not loud. Someone walks past without slowing. Their steps fade before reaching the corner. I shift my weight slightly. The bench makes a short sound, then stops. without direction, nothing to hold, nothing to set down. The street stays open in front of me. Nothing arrives, nothing waits. The bus passes without stopping. The air moves, then settles again. I don't look up right away, just enough to notice it leaving. The space returns to how it was, unchanged, continuous. I stay seated without counting time. The light above doesn't shift. My feet rest where they are, not moving, not fixed. Another car passes, then the same quiet again. I remain where I am without deciding anything. My hands stay where they were for a moment longer, then lift without doing anything. My feet shift slightly under the bench. The ground feels different when I press down. The light above stays the same. Nothing changes around me. I lean forward without thinking about it, then stop halfway. The bench makes a short sound as my weight moves off it. I stand without fully straightening it first, then settle into place. My eyes pass over the street once, not focusing on anything specific. I take one step away from the bench, then another, before deciding anything. The space behind me stays the same. I don't turn to check it. My pace finds itself again, not fast, not slow. The sidewalk stretches ahead without direction, no clear point to follow. A car moves past at a steady speed. The sound fades before I track it. My steps fall into a pattern, then break once, then return. The light from the stop stays behind me, still visible, then not. I pass the edge of the block without noticing when it changes. A window reflects part of the street. I see it once, then it's gone. Nothing asks me to slow down. Nothing asks me to stop. I keep walking as if I already started earlier. No clear beginning to this part. The distance builds without measure, each step the same as the last. The street holds its shape around me, unchanged, continuous. I move through it without choosing where to go. The street continues without a break. The spacing between lights feels consistent. The sign appears ahead. The color looks familiar, but I keep walking. The edge of the sidewalk lines up clean. Nothing out of place, nothing standing out. A window reflects part of the road. I pass it without checking what it holds. The arrangement of buildings repeats. Same height, same distance between them. A narrow alley sits between two walls. I glance once, then forward again. I've seen this layout before, or something close to it. The pattern holds for a few steps, then shifts without warning. Nothing stops me from moving. Nothing pulls me in either. A light above a doorway stays steady. No flicker, no change. The pavement under my steps feels even. Each step lands the same way. A parked car sits along the curb. Its shape blends into the rest. The corner turns without notice. I'm already past it. Another stretch of road opens up, similar but not exact. The distance behind me fades quickly. Nothing stays long enough to compare. The street continues forward in the same quiet pattern. I follow it without checking where it leads. The building appears ahead, closer than expected. The shape matches something I passed before, but I don't stop to check. The entrance sits in the same position, light above it steady. My steps don't change pace, they continue forward without pause. Keys shift slightly in my hand. A familiar weight, unchanged. The door comes within reach without marking the moment. My hand moves the same way as before. No pause, no adjustment. The space holds still around me as if nothing happened. I step inside without noticing where I've returned.